Hey boys and girls, welcome to. It's a very great puzzle, guys. It's very tough for white to win this match now, but that's not impossible, right? That's the attitude that they had, and they played a good move, which is g4. You cannot cut the g4 pawn because if you do so, that will lead us to very dangerous position. Because after cutting the pawn on g4, king played g6. Now black has to play h3 because the next move knight f6 will be a checkmate. So he played h3. Now we play knight f6, king will go to king h4 and g3 is another checkmate way for white to win. We saw what will happen if we cut on the g4 pawn. So we played king e5. Now white played a sensational move which is bishop b2. This is a sensational move. You will find why. I will tell you later. Now black has to accept it and they did. Now white played knight f6. The next threat for black is knight d7 checkmate. So for avoiding that, black needs to play d5. White replied with a beautiful move, c5. Now still the mate is possible. So black needs to accept the c5 pawn. White played king d7. So the next threat for black is the same knight d7 checkmate. For avoiding that, the only possible move is d4. Now white played knight d7 check. Now king will move to the only square which is king d5. Now white played knight b6 and king will again go to the same square which is e5. Now knight c4 is a beautiful gorgeous fork. I said bishop b2 is a good move, right? So the reason is after cutting the bishop on b2 will lead us to the fork between the king and queen by knight on c4. That's why I said this is good move. In this puzzle, white's pawn are ready to be promoted. At the same time, black has a material up. So very tricky position for white. So they need to be careful. And they played e7. Now black has to accept the pawn. There is no any other good movement for black right now. Now we played b7 check. King needs to come down to d7. Now white played queen c8. As usual, rook will cut the queen. Seems like the position is very equal after cutting the rook on c8. Well, no. White didn't plan for that. They played queen d4. Now king will go to c7. White played queen b6, stopping the black king from going to the d8 square. Now black will play king b8. Seems like black's king is very safe right now, but they played a superb move, queen a7. Now black needs to accept it. After accepting the queen, we played knight c8. It's a beautiful fork. I hope you are enjoying this video. So if you are new to Chess Sapient, please subscribe and like the videos because I have working hard for this and it's a great motivation for me if you subscribe and like. In the next puzzle, white has a material up, but they need to remember one thing is, consider if rooks were exchanged and white's pawn is lost. Now white has only one knight. By using it, you cannot mate the opponent. White needs to be aware of that. Now a material advantage for white is not a great advantage. So white played king d7. Now the black needs to play rook b8. So now white will play king c7. After this, a usual move is rook into b6. Now white played knight d5. That's a great move because wherever the squares black goes doesn't matter, it's b5 or b3, no matter, all the rook will be lost because you can see why. For example, I played rook b1, so knight c3. Some of you may think rook b2 is a good move, but rook h2 will lead to the loss of rook. That's it. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe please.
Can anybody out there